Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Demystifying Diversity in the Podcast. It's your host, Haneen.
And your host, Zoya.
And today we have a very awaited episode.
Yeah, very special guest. Say
Hi. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, so I'm Amaira Jain and I'm first year medicine right now and I'm from India.
Woo-hoo.
So, how did you find this university and why did you choose it?
So I was looking for international universities as a backup mainly, and I was talking to people on Facebook, Instagram and everything, and then I came across a family friend who is studying here actually. She's in 5th year medicine. And so she introduced me to this university, told me how everything works here and the course is really good, all the positives, all the negatives. I mean, not really the negatives, but mostly the positives. And then I actually came through an agency. She gave me a number of this agency that helps you with the entrance and helps settle in here. And yeah, that's basically I found this university.
Mm-hmm. And why did you choose it? Why medicine?
Why medicine?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Choosing medicine for me was not really that hard because if I'm being honest, I was conditioned into medicine. I was born and my parents were okay, doctor.
Are your parents doctors?
No, they're not. My dad's a businessman and my mom's an artist. But they're smart, so I think they wanted me to be a doctor because of that. So yeah, and I've always wanted to be a doctor because if I'm being very honest, money. If I wanted to help people just because the sake of helping, I would have joined an NGO or something and moved on with life. I want money and I want to help people. I'm not that bad. So that, and then high school we had to choose subjects and I was really, really bad at math.
Uh-huh.
So all the business field, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
All the engineering and everything that was out for me. So it was either something law or medicine. But then medicine just attracted me more.
Yeah.
So I was okay, choose.
And did you want to specifically go abroad?
I always wanted to, but it was how you want to experience more things and everything.
Definitely, yeah.
So that was always there ever since school. I was should I go out for high school? But obviously. But then mainly when I was actually looking at universities, not really. Because medicine back home is shorter and everything, and it's more medicine focused.
Yeah.
Rather than extracurricular and everything. And I was okay, I want to get it done with and everything, but I didn't get into unis back home.
Yeah, I understand.
And what's it like being in first year?
First year was an experience.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that I'd expected. Because honestly, before getting into medicine, I think everyone's all focused so much on getting into medicine rather than even thinking about what medicine is going to be like. So for me, first year medicine's first semester I was very unprepared.
Mm-hmm.
I was so unprepared for I didn't even think about what is going to come because it was 12 subjects, 8 to 8 classes every day, and I couldn't study really on my own. It was just classes every single day, all day. So I forgot how to study, if I'm being honest.
But everybody does when they make that transition from more of a school lifestyle into more of a university lifestyle.
Because in school we're kind of given everything. We're kind of told, study this, study that. In uni, you just have to figure it out.
Exactly, that is true. Figure it out, but I feel since I was in BMC, I put all of my energy of studying into BMC, which was not that really necessary. And then first year I was it's going to be as chill as BMC was. That was my issue. So I didn't focus on quizzes and everything. But by the end of it, I started realizing at week 7, I was what just happened?
Yeah.
Why am I not doing anything? When the SCTs and everything started. Yeah.
Speaking of BMC, which one did you go to? The long one or the short one?
So I applied for the long BMC because I frankly didn't know there was a short one.
Mm-hmm.
So I came here in August and my whole year was BMC. And yeah.
And how was it like? What did you study? What were the subjects? And do you think do you recommend it or?
Okay, so I would highly recommend BMC.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get on that later, but let's start with the subjects and everything. So BMC was basically what I was told is that it's a foundation year between high school and medicine. Because for me, what happened was my interview was amazing. And it was online because of COVID. So my written test was obviously amazing. And no, I did study and I did it all on my own. But the interview was like really good and everything. But they told me that since like my agent told me I didn't get into first year because I didn't do A levels.
Right.
So to compensate for that, I had to do BMC. So BMC, we had 3 subjects: biology, chemistry, and physics. And it was those 3 subjects, 1 seminar per week for 2 semesters, and then 1 lecture for each subject. It was basically like, since I did the CBSE curriculum back home, so everything that was there in BMC, I'd already studied that before.
Yeah.
Every single thing. And I knew more than what was like taught in BMC. And yeah, BMC was very relaxed because like it was just 3 subjects.
Yeah,
it was just 3
I've
subjects.
seen the curriculum. It's like very close to what I had in A-level biochemistry.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So like almost everybody had done that before, except for some people like who were not from the biology background.
Yeah.
Everybody else had done all these things before.
Yeah.
So, and I would recommend BMC a lot, and like maybe like just do it even if you do get into first year, because it gave me a chance, first of all, to get a break.
Yeah.
After first year.
Oh, that's true.
After high school, not first year. Yeah. It gave me a chance to like relax, even, and it wasn't like a gap year as well, because you were still like doing stuff, you were still giving exams and everything,
and getting used to the university.
Yeah, that's like the second point, because this place is small, right? But it's so hard to adjust to a new place, and I really underestimated that.
Yeah.
Because like I was like, oh yeah, like fun, games, university, parties. No,
different
like
country,
the basic things,
language.
Yeah, like the language, and like I remember crying about like washing utensils. Because let's be real, nobody has done that before. And like I was sobbing in Tishpar, like what milk do I need to buy?
Yeah.
Because there's 1,000 types and nothing's in English.
Yeah.
And I had no data. Okay, and the Wi-Fi wasn't connecting. So I was just standing like, okay, 2.8, 1.5, or 3.5.
Yeah.
Like it's the basic things, And like BMC was something that gave me like time to adjust. That's like great. What tram do I take? How do I get to class? Yeah. Like in BMC, the first month, I'm so bad with directions. I used to leave an hour and a half early so I can get to class. Because I would be roaming around Nagarjuna Forest because of Google Maps. And they didn't show any maps from like inside the university. And I didn't gusta. So I would walk all the way from like the forest area to main building.
No.
And then try and ask people to get to LC or like LSB.
No, but like I totally understand, because when I was in my when I was doing Hungarian crash course as a part of first year, I didn't know that you could approach education center from the Edgetam side.
Yeah.
Right? Because I had only ever gone there twice for orientation from Clinica.
Yeah.
And so I would always like take the tram to Clinica, get off there, walk around.
Oh my god! Center. Like it's giving me like PTSD right now.
The Edgetam train station, by the way, for people who don't know, is right behind it. Like the train station is literally right.
So you would walk all the way over there to just walk back.
And it took me like I think the entirety of Hungarian crash course.
Oh my god! No, I can understand. It's a struggle. Okay, it's a struggle.
Yeah, for the first month ever. Do you know like how Coop and LC, like there's an entrance here.
Yeah.
Coop and LC. I didn't know that existed. So every single day I would wake up like an hour before uni and walk all the way to main building because that was my point.
Yeah.
Which direction am I supposed to go to? Keep in mind, my house was just next to Coop.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, you're so right. It's definitely an adjustment.
Yeah, plus like for me, I even had like this, because of my agent, I had this like one Hungarian student helping me out. Even then, even after all of that, of me like literally I would cry to her on call. Like, bro, like, please, can you take me to LC or something? Because I don't know how to get there and I'm getting late for class. But even then, it was so much to adjust to. Like the small things. And even though, and like, this is a small place and everything, and a big plus point for this is that we have a campus.
Yeah.
We have a proper campus. So by the end of it, like, like everything's going to be here,
Yeah.
Nothing's going to be like in city center or like far.
Well,
Stop.
No. Fourth year might surprise you a bit in that respect.
No.
We go to Genesee and Kashai, and they're both quite far.
Yeah, we have exams in Kashai sometimes.
Yeah.
We have to take a bolt.
Classes in Kashai. Spain.
Oh shit.
The transition from BMC to first year must have been like super weird. No?
It was super weird, but like we were still like confident, like like there's gonna be like first years and freshies who don't know where Coop is, like the fun things, like who don't know how to get to buildings. But so we were like comfortable in that sense.
Of course.
Yeah, I was like relaxed. Like at least I'm not gonna be like lost.
Right.
But with me, like I was stupid. I was plain stupid. because BMC was so easy, and the whole of BMC was like just me, and like I made some great friends.
Yeah.
So it was like all fun and like party and like let's go to Pomodoro at night, guys. Let's go to Pomodoro, McDonald's. So like that was fun. So I don't know why I just thought that that's gonna continue in first year, but first year was hard.
So like, what are the classes in first year? So I know that there's Anatomy 1.
Yeah.
There's Basics of Behavioral Science. There's, I'm looking at the list, Biostatistics, Biophysics, Hungarian.
Okay, so I'll tell you basically.
Yeah.
So first year, this year was a bit different.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you all the subjects, then I'll tell you.
Yeah. That's actually why we wanted to talk about this.
Yeah.
Is because for me and Haneen, we came to this university in like 2020, right? And came into the 2020 syllabus, and it is different in the sense that we had anatomy in our second semester, and you guys have anatomy in your first semester, which is a nightmare. I can't imagine.
It was a nightmare. It was something else.
Yeah, we had like 2 anatomies. You guys have 3.
Yeah. We have anatomy 1, 2, and then you guys have 1, 2, 3, and then we had medical chemistry, and then we had molecular biology, and you guys have like medical chemistry 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Instead,
okay,
right?
It was that different. I didn't know. I just thought it was anatomy.
And you guys don't have the neurobiology subject in second year.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gone. I used to be a TA for that.
Oh,
and
really?
So the professor told me like, sorry.
I don't know why they changed it, honestly, because I feel like the previous curriculum was more student friendly.
Definitely.
It was like genuinely student friendly, and it gave time for first years who came directly into first year a time to adjust in the first semester. So basically, I'm group 1. So you know how like the electives are divided from like group 1 to 7 and then group 7 to 12. So it's like in my group for first semester we had all the electives, and then second semester for us was like no electives, basically like 3 electives, and then vice versa for like group 7 to 12 and everything. So for me, first semester I had anatomy 1, chemistry, biophysics, biostats, Latin, Hungarian, first aid, communications, basics of behavioral science, and I think computer science, and what else? There was something else as well.
Yikes.
There was a lot. I had like 8 to 8 classes every single day. It wasn't even funny.
God.
So the subjects, basically, what do I say about the subjects?
They're literally just experimenting on you at this point.
Yeah, they were experimenting on us for sure. So like the electives and everything, like communications and first aid, they were fun. They were just like to relax.
Yeah.
And our group was so big. We were like 40 people, and we didn't talk.
40?
Yeah. We were like 40 people, and like nobody talked.
Yeah.
So like communications and everything, they gave us like time to like know each other's names.
Yeah.
We didn't know that either. We were just like sitting there like robots. So communications and everything, it was fun. It was like an extracurricular class. And first there was something like obviously everybody wanted to know how to do CPR. And then biophysics actually is something I really want to talk about, because when I applied to this uni, they told me we don't have biophysics. The agent lied to me, literally. The agent lied to me. They were like, oh no, it's either like, because for the entrance, you get to choose, right? Either chemistry or biophysics.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so I'll choose chemistry then, fun and games. Because let's be real, we are medical students.
Yeah.
If we knew how to physics our mind, then we would have been in engineering or something.
That's true.
Like the shorter route to cash,
Yeah.
So biophysics was like really hard.
Yeah, biophysics is one of the most difficult subjects.
Yeah, and for us, we had biophysics and anatomy in the same semester.
Yeah, oh my God.
So, and for biophysics, for some reason, you need an 85 out of 100 to exempt.
Really?
So obviously there was no exemptions. Like 2, 3 gifted, amazing God gift students were the ones who exempted.
Yeah.
Like I cannot imagine exempting biophysics, and I actually failed biophysics.
Yeah.
So I have to do exam course now.
Yeah, so for I think it's for biophysics and chemistry that they have exam courses, medical chemistry.
I don't know. I didn't fail chemistry.
Yeah, but like so for some.
No, actually they don't for chemistry. Because I know a friend who failed, and like you have to repeat it.
Yeah, probably not anymore. But before they used to have biophysics, biostatistics, and medical chemistry exam courses in the second semester, because sometimes people would fail them in the first semester, and they if you fail, usually you repeat the whole year. But for these subjects, you didn't have to repeat the whole year. You could just go into the next semester.
No, now you have to.
That was just 1 semester. Now it's 2.
Yeah. Now medical chemistry is 1.
Yeah, and okay, let's elaborate on the subjects a little. So for biophysics, we had minimals.
Yeah, we did too.
Minimals. This is basically just memorizing the definitions that I've given you word by word, and those definitions, if I'm being honest, are harder than they should be. Because if you're asking me what kinetic energy is, there's a very simple definition to it. Okay, very simple, but no, in our minimals, it was like something like 4 paragraphs. Not like I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. It was just like, I don't know, Shakespeare English or something, because it didn't make sense. And they wouldn't check your paper if you don't pass those minimals. So I never passed the minimals. Like I didn't even get to the part B. It was always like minimals. Yeah.
And was it the same for medical chemistry? I remember medical chemistry.
We didn't have like minimals or anything.
Dude, do you have because I remember in my semester, we had like organic like chemistry sort of structures to memorize.
Yeah, oh yeah,
we did. Like, memorize rings and things?
Yeah, we did.
No.
We did. But like medical chemistry is like fun, you know? I liked it.
That's good.
It was like chemistry is my strong subject.
Yeah.
So I had no issues with chemistry. And honestly, first year chemistry was a repeat of BMC chemistry, which was a repeat of high school chemistry.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I also felt that way about chemistry. What about biostats?
Biostats is another math subject, which I didn't know was going to happen.
Yeah.
And like the seminars and all were like fun, you know?
It's going to happen again.
Stop. Okay.
Everything is going to get repeated, I swear to God.
No, like biostats was like hard because for me, I was like, oh yeah, stats like probability, you know, 1/4, 3/4. It wasn't that. It was something else.
No.
Yeah, but it was like different than what I'd expected because I don't even know like what they were talking about half the class, you know, because it was like after anatomy and some before histology for me, so I would just like sleep. But like we had those like offered grade exams and everything, which was like good because for these subjects, when you have anatomy and like chemistry and physics, you don't really want to focus or, you know, waste your time on biostats.
Yeah. So like a grade offering.
The grade offering. Yeah. That was like good because you have less exams to give in the exam period. Yeah.
What about anatomy? Like what was the structure of your anatomy one?
It was like what did you
have like upper limb and lower limb?
Yeah. No, we didn't have skull. We had upper limb and lower limb. And like I think the previous years had like the thorax as well, but we didn't.
We had skull, just the skull and
upper limb, lower limb.
Upper limb, lower limb, that's it.
Okay, no, for us it was just upper limb and lower limb, and then you know like 2 seminars per week, like practicals, and then lectures. And then obviously anatomy, histology, embryology, and histology lecture. Histology, like we had 1 seminar per week, and even then like after a few weeks that was converted to embryology.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, they actually taught you embryology?
Yeah, but like for the last like I think 4 weeks or something.
Oh, okay. But it was like the basic stuff. It was like day 0 to like month 3 or what?
What do you mean?
Like embryology, like how much of it? Like what was the syllabus for that?
So basically for us, what they did is they gave us like MCQs and they said these are the only questions we're going to ask you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was a lot helpful because we didn't really study embryology a lot in the last few like weeks. It was just like basic stuff like, I don't know, you know, cell and then like fetus, gestation period, and insemination and everything, like zona pellucida. Yeah, so for embryology, like that was helpful because they gave us, I think it was like 150 MCQs. So it was just like, you know, just like reread them again and again and you're set. They won't ask a single question out of those MCQs. So embryology was fine and histology was actually really fun for me. Like I liked histology better than anatomy.
You're the only person I've ever heard in my life say that.
No, because during the exam period when I was studying, I knew histology so well. Like, and I downloaded all these like softwares so I could see those slides.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was nice. And like anatomy was hard.
Yeah. Anatomy was the tough part.
Yeah, because oh my god, anatomy is so funny. Because when I started anatomy and like before medicine, my only concern was like, oh my god, I'm gonna see a dead body. You know, I'm gonna see a cadaver. Yeah, no dead body, cadaver. Yeah, and like I don't know why, but like before actually starting anatomy, I had like this dungeon in my mind with like no lights and everything, and oh my god, it was just like my paranoia was on like 100. So when we actually got to anatomy and it was like an 8 a.m. class, I was like, oh yeah, there's like light in this room, and I was so relieved. And like they started out like very nice. Like I had a really nice professor. I don't know if I can name him or not, but he was really nice. Like, so, you know, he acted strict, but he would like help us out a lot. And when he started like first class, you know how they give you the pelvis and everything. And they're like, oh, like this is a bone, touch it, that's fat, it's sticky. That was nice.
Yeah.
And like it starts out easy, you know, and now we're like, oh yeah, this is easy. But by week 3 and 4, you're like, oh my God, nerves, this, that. Yeah, that's when it starts getting crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God, I had such a tough time with lower limb, I remember.
I love lower limb.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't focus a lot in class on upper limb. because I gave up. I was like, after when they started with muscles, I was like, yeah, like I don't understand
That's too many
this.
muscles.
Yeah. And then I just gave up. But then when it was like lower limb, then I realized, oh my god, we have ID. Then we have finals. I need
What
to
is
start studying.
So like you have the ID exam on week 14?
Yeah.
And
Week
then-
13 or 14, yeah. I don't remember.
And you just
exactly.
have to like identify 10 structures.
Yeah.
And then the final exam is like an oral topic list?
Yes. All of it is oral except for embryology, which is like on the computer and
Do you
everything.
have topic exemptions? Like if
No, we don't. I heard from like repeaters who were there in my class that you guys had it like if you get I think 10 or 10 oral ID or something, and then you can exempt one of your choice. Yeah? I wish we had that. Honestly, I would have exempted anatomy. I would give it histology and embryology happily.
No. You could exempt one topic, not one
Oh.
subject.
Oh,
you can
okay.
exempt
Not
one
really
topic
useful.
and not of your choice.
Not of your choice. No. I exempted the topic that I knew best. I wish it'd been different.
No, anatomy was like different. But like the cadavers, and it was like, you're finally doing after so long. You're doing something like medicine, like cutting up.
Yeah, it
and
feels
everything.
Good.
Yeah,
feels like progress.
Yeah, and the formalin smell, like, we wore masks. Like all of us, we were so over smart. The first like cadaver class when they were like, we're gonna show you the cadaver tomorrow and everything. They were like masks, and they told us like the formalin sticks on the mask, so there is no use of you wearing the masks. It was people fainted in my class.
Yeah, I think people do every semester.
Really, I thought I was gonna faint.
Really?
Because the previous class I was sick, like not sick because of anatomy. I was just like generally sick, but I didn't want to like lose my absence. Yeah, so I went to class and I fainted in class. Sitting there, I fainted on those benches, and the professor was like making fun of me. He was like, "Oh, if you like faint tomorrow, I'm gonna kick you out." And I was like, "Bro, I cannot faint tomorrow because then they'll kick me out of medicine. They'll be like, you're too much of like."
That's crazy that he said that.
Yeah, but it was like a joke, I think. But I took it serious.
Yeah,
I was like, I cannot faint again because I would be like the biggest joke in medicine, fainting every single day in anatomy.
No,
that's not normal. Yeah, I did. It was like I stopped breathing through my nose after a point. That's so sad.
So speaking of first year, I know that Demerson is a very sad place, and you need like people.
Agreed.
You need people to adjust and survive. So how was it like, finding those people for you? Like, did you find like people that you clicked with, or was it hard? How was it like making friends?
Was different in BMC versus first year?
Okay, that's a good question. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. So, like the very first thing that I like seniors and people that I was getting to know told me is that you can only survive this place if you have friends, and like you physically need to be around people to survive here because everything closes at 8 p.m. There's nothing there on weekends. There's only one bowling ring, one mall, and like it's like I understood what they meant because when you come to Europe, you're expecting like Paris or something with like cafes and like bars and everything. So when I landed here, I realized like something's off.
Yeah,
and it's the vibes.
Also, like the course is very difficult. Like,
the course, obviously, but like the course you're prepared for. But also, when you're in uni, you do want to have fun, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't just want to like study and study.
You need like friends to like get you through the hard times in the course.
So like me personally, I went to this one phase and I was like so social, like in BMC, because like I realized like after looking at this place, like I need friends. I was so social. I was talking to every single person on earth. I was talking to my janitor and like the lady who was cleaning my room. I was friends with her. We had a bond, okay? So yeah, I was like very social and like friends with everyone. And quite honestly, I expected people to be nicer. People here are like always in groups, and like even if you think about going up to them and like just saying hi or something, just know you'll be judged. No, you'll be severely judged.
I think I said that on like one of the episodes before. Like, if you're expecting any judgment from like people, it's gonna be from your own people.
From your own people, yeah. That's like for me, I had never been like I hadn't lived away from my family ever, and I'd been in the same school since like second grade and everything. So I was used to things. And coming here, like meeting all these new people from like different places, like our international student body is mainly Arabs. 99% students here are Arabs.
Not 99%.
No, like at least in BMC it was like UAE, Dubai, Bahrain, Saudi, everything. I was like, oh my God, you know?
Yeah.
Even like the Desi students, like the Indians and Pakistanis, they're all from Dubai.
That's true.
They're all from Dubai.
I'll say, like, from my experience, like every year I've seen, it's been like majority like Arabs, Israelis, and then Nigerians, and then everybody
Yes.
else is just kind of there.
Yeah, literally everybody else is just there. And yeah, that is true. Like about, you know, your own people judging you. Because like all these seniors and everything, like I met this really nice one girl in like my first year of BMC, and she was living in my dorms. I was living in Augusta, and like she is Indian as well, and she was my like guide through here. She was like, don't care about anyone or anything, and like even the people that I met in the first week, for me it was just like I had come with the mindset that I need to be friends with everyone. Like I cannot have like bad blood in the first year of uni, you know. But that didn't happen.
Yeah,
that didn't happen. But like that was my mindset, you know, in the beginning. Like I need to make friends with everyone and everyone. And quite frankly, like in BMC overall, people were much nicer as compared to first year. And like people who've come in first year in BMC, like you know, everybody's vibe matched. I feel like everybody was like fucked in the head. You know, nobody really wanted to study. We were all just like there and everything. You know. So people were like all nice, because I remember like before SCTs, we had our like physics SCTs and everything in the lecture room in LC. So all of LC the whole day would be like filled with BMC people, and you're just like helping each other out.
People so cute. We were taking a picture in our lab coats the other day in LC.
Yeah.
And these like BMC people came up to me and were like, "What year are you in?"
Oh my God, no, that we didn't do that. We were not cringe.
No, it was
But
cute.
no, but like even then, because like I remember like the first semester of uni, I had so okay. So for like BMC, people were like nicer, yeah. And in the first
But then
semester,
first year you had a lot more people, right?
yeah, but like they were nice. Let's get to that. But like BMC, first semester, I had so many friends. So many friends. We were like hanging out every single night, like 30 people hanging out together. Like, and like sharing secrets, you know, like deepest, darkest stuff about like yourself. Like, we would just like sit and ask, like, oh, tell me a secret about you. And we would just like spill.
Yeah.
You know? But then people were backstabbing.
Oh no.
People were pick-me's.
Oh no.
People were like straight up nasty. So
High
like,
school behavior carried over.
bro, literally, like the biggest like delusion I was in was that people here are gonna be like mature. You know?
Oh, that's actually so true.
Yeah, like we're like people, it wasn't like high school again. It's not even high. It's fucking middle school is what it is. Like people just like roaming around in groups, and like you know, if I have like issues with someone, I know that all of their friends and people around them, every single time I step into uni, they're gonna turn around and be like staring at me until I walk past them. For like what reason? But it wasn't that deep. It was never that deep.
It was never that deep.
You know, like yeah. Oh my God. But like first year people are not nice at all.
I think first and second year people are very like
I don't know,
cliquey, sort of groupy.
Cliquey, not even cliquey, bro. It was just like I remember because I'd already been in BMC, so I didn't come early. I came here on the day of classes. I landed when the classes started, so I was very confident. I was like, bro, I know everything. Like, you know, I'm gonna help people out and everything. And I had such a big group, but like, I'm not even kidding. That till this day, it's second semester right now. It's gonna end. I haven't met a single person in medicine that I'm like, we're like bros. I'm hanging out around with like dentistry students all the time, because most BMC is in dentistry right now. Most of BMC.
I see.
And all my group is like fresh first years. No, like no one's from BMC. And like everyone's so stuck up, bro. Like for what reason? I don't understand.
Like, nobody really knows what they're doing. I feel like they sort of like have such a tough time. Like I don't know, considering this constructive experience so far.
I don't know, because like I think most people came here during the Hungarian crash course,
right.
So they already made friends.
Right.
But when I came here, it wasn't even like I wasn't sad that you made friends. So I was like, what's wrong with you? You know? Oh my God, there was this like one person. Oh my God, I feel like if they listen to it, they're gonna like beat me up in class or something. But basically, so we had our behavioral sciences or communication. I don't know what it was. Like we were in T building, right? And so like it was one of the end seminars, and the teacher, she was so nice. Like I love that professor. Okay, and she was like, "How was your experience?" And like you know, bro, that class was like therapy, because she would just make us sit in a circle and ask questions like, "Oh, are you okay?" And people would start sobbing.
Really?
Listen, I don't care how innocent or like sad you are. Don't cry in class. Okay, don't sob in class.
I've sobbed in class before.
No, I don't care. No, don't do that. And the thing is, like, as a group, did not talk outside of class. Class ended and we would just like leave and go our separate ways.
Yeah.
Nobody would talk. So this person's crying. Okay, fine, like let it out. But these people who are outright nasty get up and comfort her. Like, I know you're not that nice. I know the moment you step out of class, you're gonna spit on people.
Yeah.
And then you just be like so nice, like hugging each other, kissing each other, and everything, and like so nice. And okay, so this teacher, she was like, "Oh, how is your like group?"
Yeah.
And this one person in my group gets up. You won't believe what he says. He's like, "We are a family." I lost my shit. I was like, "What family is this?" He went on saying like a whole ass paragraph and like a monologue. Be like, "Oh, we are a family. We love each other, and we're like so tight." And I'm like, "Bro, who?"
Your
like,
first year. You've been together for like 10
we have been here for like 4 weeks. It's not that deep, Like, no, the audacity to say that and then get up, walk out of class, and like go your separate way. Not even like a basic hi, hello. Like you see people in uni and like even people from BMC, the ones that I wasn't really friends with or anything. I see them in uni, we say hi, we talk. Even if it's small talk, it's there. There's like a basic courtesy. But like first year people, they are something else. I'm not even kidding. Especially medicine.
Is it like that in every group, or is it just?
I don't know. I think it's my group or something.
Probably it is because like the whole like very close group thing is very much a build thing, and especially it happens mostly after the second semester. Like that's when we became friends, right? Like when you had that certainty of like, oh, this person isn't gonna fail out of this uni and leave me.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Literally, like the friend group that I had in BMC, except for my friend sitting right here in this room, everyone failed.
Shout out to her.
Or everyone quit this uni and went to other unis.
Yeah, that's
and for me, I was the first one to like finish all my subjects and go back home. And I go back home and I start getting tests like, oh yeah, I'm not coming back. And I'm like, oh my god, you should have told me. I wouldn't have come back either. But like, no, like it's a lie. Like we're not a family. That was just like the most insane thing I've ever heard. Like why are you saying we're a family? And the teacher, she was so nice. She actually thought he was serious.
Of course.
Yeah, and she was like, oh, you're so nice. And I was just like, oh my god, like how? Like just don't say anything, bro.
I'm dead serious though.
Stay silent.
You're gonna make your like lifelong friends, your family friends, like post-secondary dead ass.
The thing is, like even now, like I have made some like really good friends, but they're just not in medicine, is what I'm saying. Like the mentality of like, and like when I was a kid and used to see like people from other courses, like all my family friends and cousins and everything, like cool, like doing business and like whatnot. They were having fun. But there were these like few people who were doing medicine, and they were just the loneliest, saddest people ever. I see that right now. Like genuinely, people in medicine are so sad sometimes.
I see that so much in 5th and 6th year, especially.
I feel like I've met some like 5th and 6th year people, and they're like so nice. Yeah. They're just like nice. But like people in 1st year, I feel like right now they have like a god complex that we got into med and everything, and yeah, it's just like sad.
So, as our episode comes to an end, we'd like to ask you like a few more questions. The first one is, what do you wish you had known before coming here? What would you have done differently?
The very first thing that I wish I'd known before coming here is because when I got into BMC, I thought that I was going to get a direct admission into medicine. Like regardless of how much I score or what's going to happen. But that was a big shock when I heard like there's going to be a 70% like average that you need to get into medicine. And yeah, otherwise like either dentistry or pharmacy. So I genuinely did not know that. I just thought like, oh, I'm going to be there. And then suddenly, wow, medicine first year. So that's the one thing I wish I had known desperately. And another thing I wish I had known is like all the negatives, like everybody that I talked to just told me the positives. Nobody told me how the situation is here. How the course is or how hard it can be to adjust here. Everybody was like, oh, it's so nice. Like, bro, like, let's be real. It has its positive and it has its negatives. It's not like black and white. So yeah, I wish I'd known that before. And something that I'd done differently is I wish I was in the right mindset when I started medicine. Because I was just like chilling. I was like, okay, now it's going to be, since I'm in medicine, I'm going to be a doctor like anyways. But no, I did not know how you can easily fail here. Yeah. How easy you can fail and how failing one subject can block so much. it can block so much. Like it was traumatic.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Is there anything that you would like us to talk about in the future?
Yeah, I would like to talk, like for you to talk about how international students and Hungarians are divided here.
Oh, that's true.
In like most international universities, it's like people who are from that place and people who are coming are studying together. And I understand why it can't be in Hungarian, but like I think it's too divided.
Yeah,
There's no like
we'd love to have,
interaction at all.
Because I've always said like it's a shame that we're spending a lot of time here and not making Hungarian
That's
friends.
what I'm saying. I haven't made one Hungarian friend.
Same.
Yeah, and you're in fourth
and I'm
year.
in fourth year.
Exactly, and you're in fourth year. That's crazy.
Right.
Thank you so much for coming and being our guest today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. It was really fun.
You can find us on Instagram at demystifyingdevpod, and we are at the moment releasing on a weekly schedule every Saturday at 12 p.m. on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and YouTube. Thank you so much for listening.